Hello and welcome to the Fitter at 50 show with Nat and Marks. I am Nat and you are at the best place to be to create a body and mind that you absolutely freaking adore. This week on Fitter at 50, I have our cheddar biscuit mix from the cafe, which is, aside from our cinnamon buns, which are for sure, hands down, no question, our bestseller, these cheddar biscuits are the second best-selling item that we have at the cafe. People go crazy for them. They come served alongside the seafood chowder, and people also can just buy them just with their soup and stuff. But they're so popular and people are asking all the time, I need the recipe. How can I get these buns? Can you sell them? Can you sell me a dozen buns? And the answer is always no. And look at me saying buns, they're biscuits. So what we did is put it in this awesome little bag that you can buy. So what I wanted to do is just show you how easy it is to make these amazing cheddar biscuits in your house. All right, so what you need, obviously, the cheddar biscuit mix. You need half a cup of butter. You need 2 cups of milk with a tablespoon of vinegar, which the vinegar is already in there and I stirred it up so it's doing its thing. You can do buttermilk. Sometimes I find that I just never have buttermilk in the fridge. So for me, it's easier to just do straight up milk and vinegar in there. It's so much easier for me. And then, this is goodness, we need a cup of cheese. I always do more than a cup of cheese, only because at the end I'm going to show you, I'm going to save some, and then at the end I'm going to show you a little trick to make them extra cheddary and ooey gooey. A bowl, a scoop, a spoon, and your hands. That's all you need. Ready? Let's do this. All right, I'm going to open this up. Oh yeah, this is awesome. All right, so cheddar biscuit mix in the bowl. We've got some milk. And so the butter that I have, I've pre-softened it and I've cut it up into little chunks because I just find it so much easier to be able to mix up and stuff with when it's already softened and when it's in smaller little chunks. I actually should have put the butter in before I put the milk in because now it's going to be a friggin' mess and I'm going to have, like, as I call it, like Yeti hands when it's just like you're a big monster. But I need to, so you're just gonna do this. I always choose to do it with my hands. And so I would also suggest that you do it with your hands because the thing with the cheddar biscuits is that it's really easy to overmix. And if you overmix it, you are going to have like really, really clumpy, not clumpy, it's more like it's just going to be more dense when they come out of the oven. It's not going to be light and fluffy and airy when you open up the biscuit. It's going to be just like a little bit tough. So this is this. So see what I mean? Because I did it wrong. I should have put my butter in first, but I wasn't thinking because I was so excited to just get this done. But that's okay because it's all gonna work out in the end. All right, so I think that's okay actually with the butter. And I'm just gonna get my spoon in there and I'm just gonna fold the milk into the rest of it. So when I've been doing this, I haven't really been getting my hands into the milk again because I really screwed up. But that's okay. We won't tell anyone. All right. So if you just want to get a little bit closer. So Juliet's on on the camera today. So if you just want to get a little close and just see like this, I'm just like folding it in, like taking it from the bottom and flipping it to the top. And the idea is not to have it all mixed in. You actually want it to be gooey. You want it to be like wet almost. And sometimes you may have to add a little more milk. And I think I probably will have to add a little bit more milk because it's just not, and it's probably because I did the butter, I didn't mix the butter first. It probably is that way because of that. Yeah, like see, and you just take it from the bottom and you flip it in, you fold it in. Oh, it's beautiful. However, it's not quite as wet as I would like it to be. So let me just quickly grab a tiny more bit of milk, actually. Well, that's not gonna do anything. See that little dribble? Not gonna be enough. Who's gonna clean the fridge after I'm done here?
I will.
Juliet will. And so I'm also using skim milk, but it's only because this is what I use in my, this is what I put in my tea. So that is really the only reason that I'm using skim milk. You can really use whichever that you would like. 2% or whatever. If you want to use buttermilk, do it. You do you, boo. There, see, it's a little bit more. Oh yeah. ASMR. What is ASMR, Juliet? What does it even mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't even know what it stands for?
I don't think so.
All right. So there you have it. It should be like, do you see the difference now? Like it's just wet, and that's what you want. And now you're going to take the cup of cheese and you're going to plunk it right in there. But again, because I like to do a heaping cup, save some for later. Save some for later, because I'm going to show you a delicious trick. I'm going to save that much. Again, I think you could probably do whichever kind of cheese that you want in here. Oh, look at that, Juliet. Just before we started playing this video, or just before we started shooting, I think, was it you, Juliet? I don't know. Juliet and Marks were talking. They said, "Oh my gosh, wouldn't feta be amazing in this?" I think it's a really, really good idea. Okay. Now that the cheese, and again, without overworking it, the cheese is all mixed in, and oh baby, this is gonna be so good. Frig, that's gonna be good. I have a scoop. Don't even ask me the size of this thing. Is it? I don't even know. It's an ice cream scoop. So I'm going to scoop it onto a parchment covered baking sheet. Please make sure you use parchment paper because it's going to make a mess if you don't. If you don't put anything on your baking sheet, you're going to be in a mess. And this, now it's up to you. How big do you want them? It's totally up to you. At the cafe, we make them quite large because we have our breakfast sandwiches, and they're served with our seafood chowder. Like, we make them kind of big. At the cafe, we would make them bigger than that. But at home, maybe not so much. So it's totally going to be up to you. So I'm going to get all these scooped, and then I'm going to put them in the oven, and then we'll be back for the finished product. I'll see you soon. So now that we have them all scooped, I have 12 of them here. You want to position them a little further apart than maybe, I don't know, than maybe you would like a normal, if you were doing like a tea biscuit, because these suckers will rise and get bigger. So they're lovely. All right, I still have a little bit of dough left, and so that's probably gonna make another, I don't know, I would say like 5 or 6. So you're probably gonna have like 18 biscuits in total. Again, it is completely dependent on you, how big you actually want these. Okay, here's my delicious trick. So I do still have a little bit of cheese left. If you want to make them a dish like more ooey gooey than they already are, take a bit of cheese and just sprinkle it on top of each bun, or each, why do I keep calling them buns, Juliet? Sprinkle it on top of each biscuit, and they are, oh my Lord, is it gonna be so good? Look at all this cheese, I'm making a mess. No one cares. There we go, done. Now, oven has been preheating So my oven's all set to go. Oven's at 350, and they're gonna go in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. You're gonna watch them get so golden and lovely, but you just don't want them to burn. So keep your eye on them. Maybe set a timer for, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes, depending on your oven, because every oven is different. And just keep your eye on them after about 25 minutes, just to make sure that they're not gonna burn. So I'm gonna put these babies in the oven, and I will see you in, I'll see you in 30 or 35 minutes when they are ready. It's been 30 minutes and my biscuits are done. And so I'm just gonna pull them out of the oven just so you can see what they look like. So Juliet's gonna come a little closer so we can see. And I did put the other batch in, and the other batch isn't ready. And I had five more on the other one. So in total, I made 17 biscuits. So, okay, here they are. Oh my gosh. And our house right now smells absolutely glorious. This is what they should look like on the bottom. Like you want them to be a little bit brown, and you just want them to be like, see where it's developing like little crispy bits from the cheese and stuff? Oh yes, that's what you want. Oh, it's so good, so good. All right, I am going to, and see how big they got? Oh my gosh, it's burning my fingers. Okay, so there you have it. That is the cheddar biscuits that we're known for, and that customers literally rave about when they're at the cafe. Grab a bag. The links are going to be below, so grab a bag and bring it home into your kitchen and make this absolute deliciousness. And that's it for our cheddar biscuits. I'm gonna actually take a bite. Oh my gosh. Is it wrong for me to say that they're better than the ones that we make at the cafe?
No, I think you're fine.
It's fine.
You're fine. You're the one who owns it.
They're so good. Oh, so good. All right. So that is it. Thank you so much. I'm spitting out the biscuits. Thank you so much for watching the Fitter at 50 show. If you want any more recipes, information, follow, again, all of the links are going to be below, but www.cinnamonsoulcafe.ca, and it will get you all of the things. We have free recipes on there. We have some free weight loss information, some videos, and some checklists. Please go check everything out on the website, cinnamonsoul.ca. I will see you over there, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of ASMR.
I've already had some vultures visit my kitchen. There's a little piece here that's half eaten. There's a biscuit here that's half eaten. There's some here that's half eaten, and you can see that they are delicious. Now, I just want to open one up for you and show you what it should be like inside. Ooh, I'm burning my fingers, but this is too good. If you get close enough, you might even see the steam coming off of this. Oh, see that steam? Look at that. Light and airy and just fluffy. Oh, you serve that up with blueberry jam, homemade blueberry jam that we make at the cafe. Oh my gosh, that even, you eat it with nothing, but you put some jam on that, come on. That is like pure goodness right there.